And we're live. Voila.
Let's go.
Yeah, we got Finslet. I gotta close my door. Yeah.
Thank God it's not Hill 400.
Yeah. We should be swapping to Dumont, although from the previous game they kept swapping to the wrong maps for some reason. But this one should be good. I'm gonna move on to the proper.
So what is it? We've got HTD on
Alright,
Allies? Or yeah, HTD on Allies?
Nope, we're gonna
or
have
Axis, sorry.
Axis, yeah. So we'll be casting from FLL's perspective on the allies.
Okay.
Hope we get, like we were talking about before we just started, hopefully we get AA network. That would be the best point, I think.
Be an
As long as it
entertaining
isn't Piers.
Yeah.
Although
I think
Piers is the one point where the allies have some advantages, so there is that. But yeah.
Dugout's not awful. It can be entertaining. But yeah, let's hope for it. Oh.
Of course it is.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's the exact same setup as the WTH game from last weekend. This is 116, isn't it?
Could be. I don't know really. I mean,
yeah, they had Rue into Pierre's into the Hamlet. I mean, if the Allies can get a good start, then it definitely makes Pierre's more entertaining. But if the Axis cap it, it's gonna be a massive DC. I mean, it's gonna be a massive meat grind.
Yeah, it's a bit of an annoying point. We do see them building the other nodes middle HQ though. Oh,
is there any way for me to hear your in-game volume using this?
No.
It's alright, it's not the end of the world.
No, it's not. It should be fine. Oh well. Getting set up here. We do have all the trucks leaving at a good time, which is nice to see. We see a lot of times that they just sit back in the HQs, getting to the point late. Well, I'm curious to see if they're going to do that AT gun. They really should do that, but
they're not doing a tank snipe either. No, they're not. They got no tank at the back of the map at the moment.
Yeah, doesn't look like it. No RT sniping tank. We'll see if they build this AT gun over there, which is like the one reason Pierce is kind of good for the allies, is that you have this snipe through the town, and we do have this truck over here, so that should be a good thing for them if they can get that set up. Because really that's the key, I think, for the allies on this point. And I mean, you can go out of bounds, but usually teams just go straight through the town.
Yeah.
And that AT gun should completely nullify that. So we'll see if what happens on that side. We have 1 truck, 2 trucks, 3 trucks. Yeah, that's good. Everything looks to be set up pretty well. The only thing is, I think Fins.
Have they got? I think they're using 4. Yeah, they're using 4 transport trucks.
Interesting.
Okay. That is interesting.
Yeah, my one worry is that they're way too far west.
Yeah,
because I would have said
that
you
must
put
be
like 1 truck there, 1 there, 1 there, but they have like trucks all the way over this side.
How many squads are on the far left? Is it just Mike's squad on that left-hand truck?
Yeah, but looks.
Yeah, just Mike's. They must be the flanking squad then.
Yeah, they must. No, there's 2 squads.
Is it? Yeah, it is. Okay,
they 2 officer squad though. We'll see.
Are they going for I would assume they're going for AA network.
Oh, we do have this AT gun set up though.
How does that check that
out? Which is, fair. The problem with this AT gun is, if you follow it, it goes all the way up here, but these building gates don't properly render, and you can just turn off the road earlier. So this is only going to punish them if they go down the road between these building gates.
I mean, that's going to be on HTD to not make that. I'm not sorry. Yeah, that's going to be on HTD to not make that mistake.
They are just shooting. Oh, they actually. Oh, they're using a tank to snipe that. But we do have HTD going on the outer bounds, which we were talking about. And we do have 2 Luxes, and they can't actually get penned by that Steward either. So if they would use an AT gun, that could have been a problem. But because they are using the Steward, they're totally fine.
Oh, are they stuck?
Oh, they got stuck, yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's not good. That's a big problem.
Okay, that's a big problem, yeah. Yeah, you can see they're already losing cap weight.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's a bit
unfortunate
on their side. Oh,
Look at the look how close the Finns are already halfway across the field.
Alopic's getting out very early, kind of risky, but HTD are not in position yet. Bunch of RT shells coming in. That truck gets shredded by that MG, I guess, but it's still alive. Oh, people running over.
Truck's still going.
Fields. These Luxes though.
I wonder. Yeah, I was gonna say they've got a recon tank there on the point as well. So I wonder whether the three tanks will make the difference here.
Yeah, they didn't actually transport any. Oh yeah, they do actually have hydrant in there.
Right? This could go slightly better for them than.
The Sherman bounces off of the Puma and it gets hit again. Yeah.
Did the squad leader even get out of the Puma?
Nope.
I don't think he did.
We do have the Finns let those guys still pushing on the west side, and they're also pushing far west. This is quite risky on their end, I'll be honest.
This is one squad versus one squad by the looks of it.
Yeah. That's the one benefit, at least. Because I think really you want to put your squad like back here just to make sure you don't get flanked, but staying in the cap. But luckily, HTD are also putting quite a bit of infantry over there, and we do have the Panzer IV.
Do Finns have an MG covering this field at all?
No.
The wheat field, they don't have anyone covering it, do they? Really?
No. Oh, something exploded. Must be the truck.
So how many tanks do they have on point? Is it just the one Lux?
Yeah, it's just the one Lux. I do wonder what happened with the second Lux.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm fairly sure we saw two Luxes.
On the east side. It's on the east side.
Okay.
It's very far back though, but I guess that's understandable.
I reckon they potentially might not know where the Sherman is.
No, they don't. But they should know because it's always over there.
It's a very standard position, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's probably the safest position for the Allied tanks.
It does look like at the moment as though the Axis are going to take this point.
Yeah, it's looking that way. After a poor start, I think that the point's just it's a difficult point to cap.
Yeah, it's even a more difficult point to retake though. This Stewart's fighting this Lux, but I don't even think either of them can pin each other, so it's kind of fruitless.
Waste of munitions, really.
This Lux are getting on the strong point though.
Big spawn wave.
The best thing they had was the fact that they took this wheat field behind the point. I think that's a big help.
What Sipelum should be doing here? He should either go for the Lux or he should go for the deep garrison.
Yeah, if he has rockets, which he should be.
Yeah.
I think he'll probably go for the Lux, but
I
suspect that he gets killed. I don't quite understand this Lux position because I think it's too easy to dodge it.
I think he's scared of the Sherman.
Yeah, like I think the smarter position would be to sit here, because then you can see the cross very easily. The issue now is people can just crouch underneath it, I think.
Because of where the Lux is now, they can't really prevent the Finns infantry from pushing up to the Red House, which kind of puts the hated infantry at a bit of a disadvantage here. It's a bit too passive from the Lux.
Yeah, and we do have the Arctic coming in hard, but they do have the Greyhound over there on their point. We do have the Panzer IV here to support.
Is that a Panzer IV as well? Yeah.
But yeah, right now it looks like Finns let loose.
I think he's gonna get Aldepex's OP here if he pushes up. That's the only OP on point.
Done.
Did he get the OP?
Nope.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, you can see this Lux just keep shooting into the ground or the wall behind, but you can't actually get Dea there. It's quite safe.
Whereabouts is the Sherman? Do we have a...
It's...
Oh, is it pushed up? Oh, wow.
It's far east. It did take down the Lux. We do have the Panzer IV though. I guess that's why the... Oh god. Goes down.
Okay. What, to the Sherman?
Yep, Sherman takes him out. And actually this is not a bad position for Finns to lose.
No,
they did lose the point, but luckily for them it is Rue as the second point. So there is no quick switch from HTD to pressure this.
I think what they need to do is, whilst... Well, I mean, I think they should really try and pressure this Lux, because it's the only tank left alive, and the Panther's not going to be in action yet.
Yeah,
And they got two tanks up still.
yeah, they have the steward getting shots on the side and takes them out.
Okay.
The looks
They could really flip this here.
Yeah, the looks need to turn, and they have found their only garrison, and Boba is working on it. He might go down, but even if he goes down, they do have. Yeah, he doesn't even go down.
It's quite well. It's quite well played from the Finns.
Yep. HTD
Yeah,
just
they get these
not,
tanks on point.
They just didn't put enough people on the strong point. Finns did.
Mm-hmm.
And then they pushed that Sherman over on the east side. I think that made a big difference, because if this Panzer IV was still alive, I think that would have been a problem. They're actually, at the same time, they're taking over network for the most part.
That's been quite a back and forth scrap. We've been about what 4 or 5 minutes since we last checked AA network, and they're in the exact same position, both squads.
Yep. But right now it's gonna be rough for HTD, because depending on how many officers are dead, you need to get their OPs back.
I don't see how they contest this here. I think this flips.
Yeah.
And he's gonna get. Is that another garrison as well? Yeah. Okay. This is 100% flipping.
Yeah, and I don't see a way for HTD to get back on this point now.
I think the HTD is focusing too much on this east side.
Yeah, I mean now there's not much. They don't have that much in terms of options really, but
They've got nothing they
at the
can do now.
start I think they put too much.
I think it always makes Pierre's farm a more interesting match when the allies get it.
Yeah, because the Axis can actually retake it.
Yeah, there's not open fields. Well, there is open fields, but nowhere near as many as if you're heading towards Rue.
And the Panther does take down the Sherman. It got very quickly compared to the 76, which is still over on Rue.
There's a 76 in play as well.
Here comes the bomber run, I suppose.
Really?
Yeah. I'm confused by this bomber run because...
What?
Yeah, this doesn't make much sense to me for multiple reasons, but...
I don't understand the point in using a bombing run when you're like 1 centimeter away from losing the point. It feels like you could use that much more valuably. Because they're not going to have any garrisons or anything set up.
Yeah, all they've done there is waste 300 munitions.
Yeah.
For a few kills. But all of those guys are just...
Did they get any kills?
I think a couple. But
maybe.
Even if they got 50 kills there, all the Finns guys would just respawn before any HTD guy gets into position.
Yeah, that felt like a very...
done a good job though, because he's used this window before the 76 shows up to take down all the other allied tanks.
Who's the tank crew in the Panther?
Let's have a look. Bison.
Oh.
Battle firing.
Yeah,
we have the 76 now coming up. And
are they taking the usual position? Yeah, they are.
Really, I think you just get some repair stations up there as well. But
yeah, get 2 repair stations up there. They got an MG in the hopper as well, or no? No, they haven't.
No, they just have an MG back in the house. But
Vincent Luce are really pushing, aren't they?
Yeah, they're pushing quickly before the HTD guys gets back up, because they took on all the forward garrisons quite a while
They've already
ago. So
I mean, they're about 2 minutes from pushing them out of cover and pushing them into an open field.
And we do have this flare going.
Did the Panther take a shot?
No. Yeah, he did.
No, he did. I was gonna say from here it looks like he's smoking.
Finn is next to him.
That looks like a turret shot. I can't tell though.
Yeah, it does.
I wonder how the 76 saw them. They must have peeked too far next to the Belgian gate.
Oh, this is so close. He gets shot by the
unfortunate.
G43 and machine gun. He wasn't properly covered, I suppose.
It's a really good job though. Like I said, now they've completely boxed them out of the area with cover. If Finns at loose can cover off this open field, Haiti are going to have to really use their armory to retake this.
And I really like their garrison setup.
Their garrison.
I don't like this garrison. I don't like this, because now you can't put a garrison on the border here, which is really what you need if you want to flood Hamlet. But this garrison is going to screw with that. You really wouldn't like over there, maybe. Or
you would want it there. Or, yeah.
The fact that it's right there is going to make it so you can't put a garrison until like this area, and that's kind of screwing with any potential push they have in the future.
The only option really for a garrison now would be to place it. Well,
and now they have
they've got the solo. Yeah, to place probably the bottom of that. Yeah. How much fuel have they got?
60, so I guess they just
Have they
spawned
put
another
another
one.
Panther in?
No, 76. We're on the Allied side.
Oh, sorry, yeah, that's what I meant.
But they got another 76 up.
Oh, we've
And this
taken another hit.
Yeah, it got hit by the 76. Might go down. Oh, he hits him in.
All tracks.
Yeah.
Is he suiciding the tank? Oh no, they're going for cover. Okay.
Yeah, he misses now. That was close though.
Yeah, that was
I
very
think
close. This.
The problem is the rendering is not very good from, like, you see, this is what they see. And then if we go over to the,
I wonder what angle they're hitting them at.
oh, I mean, yeah, you can see the rendering is just way weirder.
That is Hell Let Loose at its finest.
Yeah, we should move it between this and over here.
Wow, that is a... That's a disgusting angle.
But we'll see if they can actually push. I'm surprised that they're able to repair every time.
I'm also a bit confused at that OP and the fact... Oh, it's... I wonder what the recon's doing here.
Flaring, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, I don't really get flares. I don't think they're that useful because it's only really RT that's looking on the map enough for that to make a difference, in my opinion. Because if infantry, you just have to open your map constantly and then you're just watching your map instead of shooting enemies. And instead you can actually put, especially when you're playing as Axis Dumont, because you don't have the tank snipe. And interestingly, they've actually used one of their manually spawned in stewards to snipe. Really what they should be doing here is swap them out.
Yeah.
Because you want the default steward that doesn't take up a slot to do the sniping. And looks like the pan's been hit again. Oh, and it misses.
Oh, this could be the end for the Panther. Oh, 76 has got scared. I think it looked like it was moving.
And it goes down.
Oh.
I think he moved into a better spot, probably. But yeah, there goes that Panther.
I think that Finns seem a lot more organised and hated at the moment.
Yeah, but they're in a much better spot, and you can see, like, there's not really that much from HTD in the south. They're mostly on this hill, which... That's the problem for them, is they have Hamlet into Pierce. It's very easy to push Hamlet compared to pushing Dumont, because you have this diagonal setup where you can have this garrison quite...
Take a look at your map a second. That deep garrison. What's going on down at that deep garrison?
Garrison?
I wonder what is that for the recon or?
Yeah, I think so. And I think they should just get a guy run around here, put a garrison here.
What's the rocket sniping situation? Have we got any rockets flying in the air for the artillery?
Unlikely, because they lost the point. Don't think there's any Arctic rockets coming in.
Are the allies not in range yet for that?
No, the Allies using a tank snipe.
Oh right, yeah, they don't need both, yes.
But I don't see anything from the Axis at the moment.
Yeah.
They are stabilizing a bit though, but they are stabilizing on the back foot. So.
What's the current situation with the HTD artillery?
Oh, Kiki has actually been... There's only one recon on the back. Oh. I guess they only need one recon. But
it looks like they've got one gun online. Oh, they've got all three guns online.
Yeah.
Okay. Is the tank snipe not working then? Let's see. Oh, no. Then it looks like the tank snipe is going too deep.
Well, it's doing something. Yeah, I'm not sure what's happening here.
Oh. Might have killed one of them there, but they could. They should definitely benefit from potentially having rocket snipers here. Oh well, sorry, artillery rocket sniping, because this tank snipe doesn't seem to be working for them.
I'm confused though, because that must be like around the edge of being a hit. We do have Kiki here on the flank, and there is a Panzer IV and the Panther
Another
over
Panther.
here now. But I do have a feeling that what's going to happen is the airhead, because I don't feel like there's enough movement for them to have any.
I do quite like how Finns are, you know, even though they're flanking, they're taking their time with it. They're not rushing.
Yep.
They've got a nice front line set up. It's a very nice front line actually.
box in the river. I think he's been spotted. They must have a garrison in the area. Or he's taken the garrison down already, because it looks like they have 2 people who know he's in the area.
Yeah.
He does.
Did he manage to get an OP down?
Yeah,
he
he's got
did.
his OP. Oh, he goes down. Alright.
Oh,
should be
I
good.
think he loses his OP here.
I think it's yeah, it's gonna go down. I wonder if someone gets to spawn in first. Doesn't look like it.
No, unfortunately.
Unless they makes the 33 seconds.
What's the other squad leader doing? The one that's to the west?
Getting Gary up. There's a 50 supplies down, need another 50. I do like this push though, with the Stewart.
Yeah,
More
just a
teams
sort of...
need to do this. More teams need to use Stewarts like this. The only
I think
negative is never mind. This is the free Stewart. I forgot.
I think it's quite a nice little thing. It just puts a little bit of pressure on the axis.
I mean, Stewarts are like really strong. Like light tanks and mediums are really strong against infantry only. And they know they have the tank advantage. They take it down 1 Panther.
Has the 76 moved up yet?
Yeah, 176 is in pushing the east. 176
No, it
is
has.
going towards network. And this Stewart just causing havoc on his own. We got this Panther here though.
I wonder if the Panther will see the Stuart.
Oh, he almost got an angle on the 76, but it actually made it past the new running over here.
Whereabouts did the Stuart go to now? Oh, it's just there on the point.
They are putting a lot of focus on taking network.
What's the proxy in the back?
Baker's squad, I don't know why they have 4 people in their squad and nobody picked support.
Nobody on support, yeah.
Yeah, because one of their guys already dropped the box. Like, what are the other guys doing? They're just spawning in as riflemen. Rifleman is literally pointless, if you ask me, compared to support. Just in every way.
They should always have someone on support, yeah.
Yeah, when you play the allies, because basically you're just a rifleman with supply box, and you get to see recon planes. So it's just a benefit to play.
I think a lot of teams they don't understand. Well, not understand, but I don't think they necessarily appreciate the importance of constantly having support.
I think the opposites do.
No, maybe the officers do, but maybe the officers are just sat there screaming and they're not getting anything back.
Yeah.
We don't know, but they seem to have pushed up in the back here. I wonder how they...
Well,
with the 76
yeah.
pushing up, yeah. I wonder, have they got an OP up? In this
yeah,
cemetery area?
Squad does.
That's not going to last long.
Well, it's a 3-man squad.
Oh. Yeah, I wonder if Wahoo can stay alive here.
You just get him. Got counter
76 is giving him cover. I think the move for Wahoo here would be to try and go a little bit further south and get his OP on that, you know, where you can push through that section in the hedge.
Yep.
I think that would definitely be the play here.
Brothers looks over here, which is nice to see. Panther over this side. Probably looking for an angle.
Did we lose to Stuart?
Yeah, it's dead.
Okay.
Which was, I mean, that was inevitable, but it's just
Inevitable, yeah.
Cumane is pushed through. Oh, Hyper, actually. Team player. Gonna drop an extra box.
Oh, it seems he died. Oh, he redeployed. He would have redeployed.
Don't tell me he was the one who dropped the first box, and then he dropped the second one, so the first one got...
No, the first box has been there for ages. I don't know who dropped that one.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. But they moved the outpost though, which is... I don't get it, because... You can't build a Gary here, it's never gonna get deployed on. But Gary over there you could actually use. Some of it's... Surprised by this development. Where do we have the garrison, by the way? It's on HTD on this point.
Is it just there on the other side of the hedge? No. Okay.
Let's have a look around.
Seems that they might have lost it.
What, did they have it in this trench here? I don't think so.
Don't see it anywhere. I think this is the time where the squad leader, I'm not sure what his name was, but I think he probably needs to start thinking about relocating his OP again.
Yeah, he needs to get it back to where it was.
Yeah, he's got it way too close. He's going to make the same mistake which the other SL made. They've also lost their flanking garrison as well.
Looks actually bounces to 76 shell. This Panther is a bit lost at the moment. I am
It
wondering if Boba's gonna try and get behind him. Surely he's seen it. Takes one OP out. Takes
Good.
on the other AT.
Nice.
Something dies. It's the Passive that died. So we're looking fly around a bit. Yeah, Passive down. Good job on the 7-6.
Oh, nice.
Boba's over here. Is he gonna...
I wonder whether they... Is this in the territory where they can have a garrison?
Yeah, I can't carry away.
Yeah. I wonder where their garrison is then. They must have one around here because they keep retaking this hill. Boba plays his time here. He could really cause some issues.
OP right in front of him. Throwing a nade.
Come on, Boba.
Drops him.
Uh,
Oh, then he turns and goes down, takes the OP as well.
okay, there's...
The other one goes down. Looks like there was another OP, maybe there was something.
I'm very surprised they didn't check their back when the AT player died beforehand.
Yeah, I mean, he's taken down 2 supply boxes basically single-handedly cleared out this hill.
That's a very good play by Boba.
Yeah. I do wonder if he spotted this panther which is sitting back here. A bit...
This is a very, very frightened panther.
Yeah. Very
You notice
scared.
as well, Wahoo slipped through as well. From when he was to the east, he seems to have slipped through.
Yeah, he's cheeky.
If he can get an OP down here,
Yeah, really he wants to. You can vault this wall there and just run down here.
he should definitely, yeah, he should definitely try getting an OP down there. I can't see where they've got their garrison, the HTD lot.
No. This is one of the problems with the admin cam. It's really annoying to find stuff on the enemy team. Maybe if there was a HUD marker, that would be nice.
That would be very nice.
Like how there is a HUD marker for RT and stuff, you know.
Boba's popping off. He's the only one still alive as well.
It's doing everything.
Unfortunately
no,
goes down.
Oh, damn.
Did he get his OP down?
No. Yeah,
Wow.
he actually got destroyed.
Oh, it's gone. Oh wow, that's...
That must have been why he
Damn.
rushed south though, because Count took his OP, so he wanted to get a new one up for the south. But yeah, we do have this squad moving even further east now.
Oh, it's a move for the OP again.
Yeah, really they need to...
They lost it.
They need
I
to
think they would
accelerate.
actually benefit from maybe getting an OP in the wheat field. A bit towards the hedge. Because I generally don't think Hated would expect that.
I mean, they should... I'm not sure if they know the Panther really, considering the AT's going for the point.
I don't know if the Panther is
Yeah,
even
they must
shot
have
yet, has it?
They must have rebuilt the carry here now, I guess.
Did
No,
he take it down?
guess
Yeah,
not.
looks like it did.
Guess- Where's this
Unless-
garrison? Do we need to spend 10 minutes looking for this?
I want to know where they're spawning. What is going on?
We do have a second Panther.
Oh,
now.
second Panther, okay. I wonder what Hated's game
Here we
plan
have
is
2
here.
supply boxes on the west now.
They're going
My
for that
lord,
exact
on the
same
flanking.
flanking garrison again. I'm struggling to see how HTD get themselves out of this position at the moment because it doesn't feel like their tankers really know what they're doing at the moment.
I think the Panthers are just kind of scared.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like the Panthers very scared of the 76 because of how little map control they have.
I think it's mostly because they knew they were at a disadvantage, so now they know that we have 2 Panthers, they probably have 3 76s. And I mean,
I think they're going to get the recon tank in.
But it's not.
Yeah, they're going to get the recon tank here. Yeah, recon goes down, so they're going to have a third 76, aren't they?
Yeah, Chris gonna go and use this one. Funnily enough, they are missing a manpower munition node.
I wonder whether HTD are going to pull out the third Panther as well. They have 600 fuel.
No, this is FL.
Oh, God.
Just that we keep watching it from south to north.
It's because we're watching it from this perspective,
Yeah,
it confuses me.
Wonder if this RT is actually dying now.
Every time we seem to check it, it seems to be alive. They got 3 RC defenders as well, which is good. Do me a favor and check tab. Let's see the RT squad, see whether what their score is looking like on the ally side. On the ally side, is it?
The RT sniper is 221, if that's what you meant.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
So he has hit some shots. Guess it was just bad timing when we looked.
Mm.
RC is hiding in a corner. We have this. They have got this garrison back up, but now they're looking at having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 garrisons. If they want to get this Gary up, then that's going to be a 9th Gary. And that, I'm pretty sure he doesn't have supplies anymore, because I think he built this one and this one. Yeah, but he doesn't need a... But my lord, you don't want to push in this. He wants to get that Gary up behind him.
He does, yeah. I mean, maybe unless Terra are going to do it, but...
Yeah, right now I think they want to move. Yeah, look. Well done by Dipuka, he spawns in, he doesn't even use the manpower ability, he saves the manpower. Takes out the garrison manually. Terra's gonna come in here and remedy, get this Gary up. Actually, they got this Gary up, does he need to remove another one? That would be risky though if they remove this garrison, that's the problem.
I don't know how much of a fan I am of having 2 flanking Garys set up like that.
Well, on the same side it's a bit scary.
Yeah, I think the only thing is... Like if you look at their front line, it's not. It doesn't look as solid as it looked earlier.
And we do see one of why the Panthers were scared of the 76s, because one is actually dead.
Well,
we keep an eye on the flank. This happens. 76
yeah.
Hit though.
And what about the other Panther?
Oh, it's back here.
And what tank is that? Is that a Puma in the field?
Yeah. Oh, they're trying to get the 76, but you have to know.
Satchel here.
When I get the side shot, you have to know exactly what to shoot. I don't know if you have pinned the tracks or if you hit the.
Yeah, I think that.
Oh, it goes down the satchel.
Oh, that's a good play. Hey, fair play to HTD. They've actually pushed back quite a bit in the space of 10 minutes.
Yeah, I mean they did lose quite a bit of ground, but I think they've held since then, and they actually retaken the east.
Yeah, that's what I was looking. That's what I was going to point out a minute ago. Is that it looked like they didn't have enough people covering their east.
Yep, and that seems to be the case.
That was what I was saying about these flanking garrisons. I don't always think that having 3 wide garrisons is always a good idea.
No, not when it's... Yeah, it's a bit of a problem. Because right now they don't have something here to hold. But on the other hand, like, unless they can clean this up completely on their own, I don't see how this is going to get them the point back. But it's going to drag attention, that's for sure. But that's about it, I think.
Yeah.
Because you can see they're getting kind of surrounded now. But yeah, Bobby goes down. Malar gets that kill. Everybody misses their shots. Carlo coming behind though, takes him out. So yeah.
Yeah, I think. I reckon Migmash got an OP. Yeah, he's got an OP back behind this bush down here. From the looks of it. No? Okay, I don't know where.
Right here.
Oh, he does have an OP.
But yeah, I don't see this push surviving for much longer, I'll be honest.
No. I think that this middle push is going well. Is that the other 76 has moved back up to cover in AA network?
It all went down.
And where's the other 76 as well?
Well, it's all the way back here in H4.
Oh, okay.
Then they have a third one in HQ now. But they have lost 1 fuel node and 1 munition node, so they're only getting 70 now instead of 90, which you can see on the manpower.
Maybe we should check the Allies' artillery quickly and see what the Axis recon are doing. Okay, I'm not sure why he's there.
An officer. There's 2 officers right all the way over here on the flank. That's interesting.
See,
and then
that
2 recons over here on the RT. Yeah.
Okay, so I like that. I like that Hated have got both their recons doing this and they're not flaring front line.
I'm confused by this because they went very overboard on this area. You could just put 1 in this opening here, I think.
Yeah, I think they invest.
Yeah, and that meant they were
a few too many supplies.
Meanwhile, they could have fortified this instead. So now they're actually... It's not that hard to camp this RT if you haven't properly fortified it. It's like if you come in with an MP40 and an FG42 with a 4x scope, it's not a very difficult point RT to camp.
It seems they haven't actually got any arty defenders either. See, they've got 2 on the guns, and the 3rd guy's defending.
Yeah. That might be a problem.
That is a
And we
that
can,
is a big problem.
I do wonder as well, like, have they noticed that their nodes are missing? Because, yeah, one of the fuel nodes goes up, but that's actually quite a bit of fuel and munitions, especially munitions, that they are missing out on.
And look where they've had to put the node. They put it all the way over here.
Yep. Ham is on the wide flank. I'm going to hide from the 76. But I think
at least
they know he's here though, because you can see.
yeah. At least he gets to call out that there's another 76 in field as well, but
Yeah, that's about it really.
that's about it. That's the only thing he gets from this. I don't personally think that there's a lot of benefit him being here at the moment. This whole wide flank.
No, but he wants to get in here, and now he's gonna go down. Yeah,
He's gonna go
that
down.
must
Yeah.
have been what, 10 minutes of running.
Yeah. I just don't know whether the position HTD is in right now, whether that's the best investment of a squad leader.
Well,
Oh, something goes down.
76 goes down to the Panther.
Very
But
nice.
they are losing control. Honestly, I would have loved to see an airhead like behind this house. Flood this.
There's a perfect position for it right now. They got 2 squad leaders there. Panthers had to push back.
The Panther's over here, but that's the only issue. The fact that there's a Panther on the point, and if the Panther pushes the area, they can't really defend it. That would be the main issue at the moment.
They need their AT just to take that garrison out ASAP.
Well, they do know where the Gary is, and they are just arting it.
Oh, Gary. Oh yeah, they are.
So that's not really usable.
How are the infantry pushing across in front of the Panther and not getting?
Well, they're on the other side of the hedge, so.
Oh, the Yolind, whatever the AT guy, pushed right across the front.
H trying to get past. He's not gonna make it past yet. This Panther's done a good job playing defensively in it.
Yeah. After getting the 76 as well.
Yep.
I wonder if we haven't heard a precision
actually,
strike.
Yeah, we just saw it. He moved.
What, did he get taken out by the precision?
No, a precision strike here. He retreated.
Oh right, okay. I can't hear it, so I'm going off of that.
Yeah. That was a nice try though, but it's actually a good move by the Panther, staying mobile. Make sure it doesn't get taken out.
They are starting to push back into AA network as well.
Yeah, but they don't actually have control over A. They don't really have control over anywhere.
I mean, this is the problem with when you invest a lot of squads into the flank, is that they don't really have a front line. I mean, look at where Finns have all their placement. It's very dotted, isn't it? You look at where all the Finn squads are. It's kind of just patches.
Yeah. I mean, if they just get a garrison up on the front, like we have all these guys, they can probably put some pressure on Pierre's, because there's like nothing defending it. But I don't think that would work. Like, you need those Panthers. And right now they are kind of even in the tank game. They're like 2-on-2 in 76's 2 Panthers. So they have caught up. But
Is it still? Is it three 76s on the field? Or?
yeah, they're 2-on-3 right now. So if they kill one more 76, then they'll be even.
Yeah.
Oh, we do have Sirius now though. He's coming on this push on behind. He knows there's some dudes over here. I wonder if he built his own garrison. I've seen it sometimes in some games. Oh,
Is that half?
that's interesting. That's
a half track. Okay.
I don't get this.
I feel like 300 fuel for that is a complete waste.
They are behind in the fuel game. They can't afford that really.
Yeah, they really can't.
Because now
they need all the.
Now they're a tank and a half behind.
Yeah, they're losing the tank game, and you're putting 300 fuel on that.
And I mean,
is it both Panthers next to each other? I don't see the other one. Yeah, it is. Okay.
But I mean, they are keeping them safe at the moment. We got the 76 on the hill. I guess that's the one shooting. But no, oh never mind. That's the arty sniper that's hitting the trees. That's what's going on. Yeah. But it looks like they've been able to clean up the rear a bit.
Yeah, they're struggling here with the backline push, aren't they, Finns?
Yeah.
They keep doing it, but they're not really making much ground.
No, they're mostly just drawing attention to it, and if this west push here just goes straight south, they will find this half track, and then it's 300.
I wonder if
gone.
Hyper.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if Hyper gets there.
Banjo Bow might have to save it. See how this goes.
It's all on Banjo. Because that's a six. This could probably got about another 50 seconds on it.
Yeah, I mean this is half a Panther, so just completely undefended, pretty much.
I mean, yeah, but I think we can both agree it was a massive waste of fuel in the position that they're in.
Yeah, you need to be way ahead first to go for
Okay.
that. Just take down 2 of them, but
Hyper, yeah, he takes down Hyper as well. So
but I feel like
unless
now they see a what's it called, an automatic rifleman on this west side, they should be looking for spawns. That's
yeah,
the problem.
hopefully Remedy locks it out as well, because otherwise they're going to be able to get another spawn down.
Yeah, I mean, right now I think HTD are in an okay position. It's very hard to clean up this east side though. That's these.
I wonder what they're doing in the church.
No one's in the church.
No, oh right, sorry, it's the rendering thing, but
We do have. I'm not sure why they just got this back for free.
it's a bit of a it's a little bit of a scrappy game, I will admit.
Yeah. Trip almost making
Oh,
it
takes out 2.
to the 76. Takes out the OP as well.
Oh, that's good.
Any more spawns, and Angels has a satchel. But
Yeah, if they can retake this hill, that'd be very nice.
76 is fine. Doesn't look like it's a satchel then. But yeah, they've retaken the front, doing a good job. It's going to be very hard to clean up this side though.
And I think they've done this because what I was saying before is that Finns were investing too much into those flanking squads, and they weren't. They let their front line just get gradually weaker, and they've gone to the point now where they've lost all the ground. Where they've lost a lot of the ground they made.
Yeah, I also feel like we brought this up 20 minutes ago, but this garrison. It's so hard to hold this hill because if you want to take this hill, if you had the garrison and you just do this, then you can control it. But if you want to hold this hill, you have to run like this, like it's so far. It's
very
too
awkward.
easy to lose it. And like even if you just have this, then you can control this whole area. You control the rotations to the hill because they controlled the town for the most part. And if you then control this choke point, then the hill is basically just yours for free.
Very
right
true.
now it's very hard for them to control this because they have to control so much space. They have to move so far from their own garrison. And we do have one of the HTD guys back here. If he gets an OP up and gets a satchel guy on it, they could maybe get on this 76, I don't know.
What's the match timer on?
What, 7 minutes?
47 minutes. Okay.
Yeah, so it's at the top.
I can't see it because the thing's blocking it.
Oh, that's interesting. But yeah, 47 minutes left.
Okay. There's still every chance that HTD can pull this back. I think getting this hill back here is crucial. It really is. It puts a lot of pressure on the 76s to fall back.
Oh,
But look how much deeper both 76s have had to go.
They actually got a Gary up here, but it got destroyed.
Oh, they've got what was that, Stuart?
Yeah, Stuart rolling around.
I still think that this half track the commander should be in this right now, trying to get it into a decent position.
I mean, it's fine. If
it just feels a bit useless where it is.
It needs to stay alive basically for the whole game for it to not be a complete waste.
Mm-hmm.
It's such a risk that I just don't think it's worth it at all. Looks like this.
Do you notice
Stuart has run into a sandbag.
Oh, wild Sam. Okay, well played by Ham. Gets to Stuart.
Also, quick redeploy.
Yeah. Also noticed that Finns are on the hard cap. I feel that they must have taken the garrison down.
Yeah, the garrison was right there in the open here, so that's gone down.
It is quite frustrating with Hamlet because there's not really any good garrison placements. It's very hard to
Yeah,
find
the
a
only
good
one
one.
that's like decent is here, but it's too obvious.
Yeah, it's so easy to snipe from the
Yeah.
east as well.
Yeah, that's the problem. I guess you could put it behind this hedge, but
Yeah, that might be the best. Is that
actually,
a bombing run?
That's an HTD
No.
bombing run.
What?
It's
Okay.
2 kills. I'm confused though, because they control the
that's-
whole perimeter. Like,
So both HTD bombing runs this game have been terrible.
well, I guess, yeah. I'm confused though, because that seemed like they lost the garrison, but there was no cap progress. There was nothing. They have 2 Panthers right next to it.
I didn't see an airhead.
The complete front line is under HTD control. It's just a couple of guys like behind them, but that's not enough to capture the point. And no matter what you do, you're only gonna get like half a squad at most in kills.
Well, if that garrison's down, Finns could really benefit from getting an OP down very close to hard cap.
Yep. I mean, maybe they can get one. We'll see. They have this OP up there.
They got two 76s on the hill now.
Yep. Which is, I mean, they
Um,
can't. They're over here, but the issue is you can't really push up this hill without infantry
No.
support because
you can't clear that.
Right.
This area to clear as a tank, it's horrible.
yeah. I think the only way you can do it is like take this and sit here and shoot this, and you have one on the other side. But the
Do we
issue
know where
is-
the Panthers are?
Yeah, they're on the west of Hamlet. Now they're making some cap progress. Now you might have wanted to desperately throw in a bomber run. Still wouldn't have been a good move in my opinion. But now they actually have some cap progress, so... but yeah, it is what it is. We have the 2 Panthers. One's there and one is... what's the second one? Oh, right there, right next to each other. We have a third 76 coming up as well. Oh, that drop in preemptive supply
these
drops.
376s. They have 376s, but the only issue is that
No infantry.
they really need that hill back. They just need that hill back, otherwise, like, these 76s can't get involved.
Yeah, and then like you can see how far they have to run.
I think that both teams are investing a little bit too much into this AA network area.
Well, I don't think that's the issue. I think the issue is the garrison is too far back, so it's too far to run.
It's really stopping Finns from making much progress.
Yeah, so it's like now they're even getting so flanked. Funnily enough.
I feel like HTD must have a garrison maybe in Gardens or something.
No, they have an OP, I think.
Just an OP, is that it?
Yeah, because it's only about a squad's worth of players. There should be an OP somewhere in this area. Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
That's what they have. So, but yeah, like
I think if HTD can get this garrison in AA network, I think it would actually start to stress out Finns a little bit.
does get
I don't
one
think
hit,
he
but
got a
goes
satchel down.
No, he didn't. He got one rocket in the track. I'm just gonna pass our stuff behind and get back in. Nice try
Lucky
though.
to stay alive there.
And there's no HTD on the hill basically. But there is a free entrance straight on the front.
Just send a recon tank. Is that half track still there?
Yeah, probably.
I wonder whether the Finns took it out yet.
Don't think they have, but we have to mark over here though in the west. Oh, he gets one shot. So on the tracks though, looks like it might have been, yeah.
Yeah, this is what I was saying. That like
Yeah, two track
they
shots.
really need to take this hill back because their 76s are pretty much being rendered useless.
Yeah, I mean you can hit the 36 in the upper party, but they hit the track a bit, I think.
Yeah.
Because I don't see any engine damage, it's just the tracks burning. But yeah, if it hits 2 shots there on the side to damage the engine, that's the engine out. So, a bit unfortunate. And I do have quite a bit of pressure now on the strong point itself. If they could just have infantry support to take the hill, they win, they take the point.
Yeah.
But it's just, they don't have any
It's the problem.
quickly...
They really need
there's nothing to quickly reinforce the push.
No. And they're stressing out because of this one squad behind them that's causing them issues.
Yeah. Do we have another garrison up though from HTD? Oh, that's the question. On this point. I mean, they do have a garrison back here, so I guess they don't.
If Finns...
They can't put a garrison on the south side.
See, if Finns had a front line, these they really could be using these 76s, but they have... It seems to me that they want to do this the flanking way. Yeah. They gave up on the front line a long time ago.
76 now.
No, that's what I mean, is like they want to flank, but they're pretty much like kind of ruining their 76's usefulness by doing all these crazy flanks.
I mean, I think flanking isn't a bad option if you can't do the front push, but I feel like they could easily do the front push.
They could easily do it, yeah, because they got 3 76s on the field.
Yeah, I think that's the problem, is when you choose the flank when you don't need to.
When you're choosing the flank when you've got the firepower for the... Like, I mean, what's this? Is this three squads that are all on the flank?
So, I mean, there's nothing on the front.
I mean, what it does is yes. Oh, is that a 76 pushing up to Hugo's? Yeah, it is.
But the
I
problem
wonder
is
whether they're gonna...
He's alone. Checks.
And he's got a... Yeah, this is the thing. Their tanks are being forced to flank, but they're... Oh god, this is not good if he takes this out.
Hang on. It's G43 assault.
Oh wow. Okay, wow.
That's... It's gonna put smokes on it.
Oh,
he shouldn't do that.
That's poor.
He should have just let King... I mean, maybe he's hoping if he jumps on it, it makes them think they're satchelled. They get out and he can shoot them, but...
I think that the assault STG is far too valuable to not be permanently active.
Yeah, if you're not going to use the assault on the STG on the assault, you might as well just play rifleman. Yeah,
it just feels like maybe he just wants to gatekeep the role so that no one else can take it.
Or he doesn't have it unlocked. Maybe he doesn't have level 6 rifleman.
True.
But yeah, they might lose the Panther because he didn't have the satchel.
Has he taken a hit? He has, yeah.
He's taking 2 hits. One on the turret, one on the body. He goes down.
Oh!
Right before he gets sniped by the Panther.
Okay, so that's a decent trade from HTD.
It's better trade for the Finns because now it's a 2-on-1. And actually it's going to be a 2-on-2 in a minute because this Panther has much closer reinforced distance.
I will say that HTD are struggling considering, you know, their artillery has been online pretty much the whole game.
I mean, this game is an absolute mess.
It's a clown fiesta. Yeah.
It's completely spread out, we see. Finns and then HTD and then Finns, HTD and then Finns in the back. And then
I'm
HTD
struggling to really see what either team's game plan is.
Well, I think HTD might have had a game plan, and Finns let loose game plan is kind of screwing with them because it's so not what they expected. Maybe they just wanted to hold the front line, take the hill, because they've done it several times, but then they get drawn away on the flank.
Feels like Finns really want to go for the 4-1, but they just don't know how.
Now they have another 7-6 on this side instead of having them grouped together, but now he goes in without infantry support.
Oh no, both 76s are going alone without any infantry support.
Has it been satchelled?
Oh,
I couldn't see if... Yeah, he's satchelled, you can see right here. It's a dead 76.
Oh.
We've been talking about there not being infantry support on this hill. And once again...
We've been mentioning it the whole game. I'm so surprised that Finns haven't just...
That goes down. But
that goes down.
But then this
what about the other one?
Now.
He doesn't seem like he's got any... Okay, he should be okay.
For now, yeah, but you can see here, Chegs is over here.
They must have another 76 coming from spawn though, by now.
Yes, from spawn, it's over here, but they don't have enough for another one quite yet.
I mean, I understand that, you know, they've got the fuel to fall back on, but at the same time, they don't need to be now investing 1200 fuel into new 76s that have to travel the whole map, because they're just getting greedy.
That's a decent bomb run actually for taking
Decent
this
bombing
front.
run, yeah.
Unfortunately, I still think they need this garrison on the front because I think it's what's gonna happen is just they're gonna take it, they're gonna lose it. But it's actually timing-wise, it's a good bomb run because now the infantry can actually fill in the gap that that's creates, unless they get more down, which looks like quite a few of them get killed, I guess. But this 76 now is getting. They know it's there. They have multiple guys who wants to go for the kill, and it's gonna run into 2 Panthers on its own.
I don't
It
understand
does
this
land a good
push.
hit, but
That's a good hit, but
that's a Panzer 4 actually. So never mind.
he goes down.
Yeah. If I had to guess, like, not knowing
Did they?
what they're saying, I would guess that what's happening is they have so many infantry on the flank that they don't have a front line to support the tanks. But at the same time, the flank is getting stopped by Panthers, so then the 76s feel like they can't sit back, they have to push forward to help the flank. And then they get flanked themselves by just surrounded by infantry because they don't have the support that they get.
I still think the smartest move would just be like their flank has all their flank has done this game is occasionally take a garrison. I don't think they've taken either of the Panthers out. I think that the Finns let loose flank. They they just invested way too much into it, and they've not really got anything out of it aside from kept it at 3-2. Like, and Hated have a really good chance now of being able to actually push back.
Yeah,
Like
now is the issue.
376 is down.
Yeah. So
in the space of 5 minutes. Like,
we do have another 76 spawned in.
True, but they've got no frontline support. Like,
no,
right now.
No. But I'm saying is they had a big fuel advantage, but they don't.
And they've lost it. No. I'd be eager to see the HTD fuel situation.
They did a missing half track. Where's it gone?
I think this position right now would perfectly benefit Hated to have that half track in maybe Gardens and seriously pest the AA network. Because if they can get that garrison in AA network whilst the 76s are all down, they have a serious chance of being able to really scare.
Well, either that or you do. I mean, you can't now anymore because it's all overrun. But if you do what they want to do and just go around, go outside, go with the half track, you know.
Yeah.
Half track in here, sneakily. But I mean, I still think that would work. But I just don't see the point of the half track. The point's too. The map is too open. You can't hide it really.
I don't know. I think they've done a decent job, but I'm not a fan of how persistently Finns are insisting on using this flank the way they are. I'm not a fan of it personally. I think that they had the perfect opportunity for a really decent front line.
Well, I
when
think
we checked it.
One of the reasons probably is because they have these good garrisons for flanking. Well, they're decent garrison. Like a good one would be like over here, but that's more risky. And then the frontline garrison's over here. So flanking to the point is like the same distance as running from the frontline almost. But I think if they have, so I think they're almost getting baited by having this garrison be too.
That garrison has it's been the bane of their game really. Like this whole push, it's really like causing them a lot of problems because they just don't have the I guess you could say the distance to the front line.
Actually, have a garrison over here now.
Yeah, I think this is a smart garrison to get.
Yep, but we do have a Steward now on this flank, and they should be aware of this being a possibility, and it should be overrun by now. And even you can actually see it from inside. So yeah, that should be spotted. That should go down. It's off.
What? What? Oh, it's a two-man tank.
They don't have a spotter.
Oh no, that could cost them.
I don't think it's gonna cost them. But yeah.
They get an AT spawned in now.
I do like though that they use, but I don't know. I don't know if this. We did say that spawning in the half track was a waste, but what's the? Never mind. I keep getting them mixed up because I'm so confused that they're using the spawned in Steward to snipe. But at least they keep reusing the free Steward. Maybe that was the plan all along. Maybe that's why they want the default.
Maybe,
Steward
yeah.
to respawn. So at least then that would make sense.
Okay, now this is what I'm talking about. If they start to build this front line up,
Yeah. Look at this.
they look at where their 76 is now. Like I don't know why they didn't just do this from the start.
I mean, if they get a gear up here, it would be useful, but it bothers me because it's been there for so long. I know they don't hear us, so they can't. They're not gonna respond to what we're saying. But if they had that Gary there, keeping this front line would be so much easier.
I think if they get both 76s pushed up here, and they start to get in this wheat field, I think an airhead is in order. I think an airhead is definitely the call.
2 76s over here, then you drop an airhead. Like
Yeah, in this bunker. Yeah.
no, you just drop it here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The only then place you can get shot is from this building, but you just easily blow it up with a 76. Just put one shot in there, and then any machine gun or something that's in that building dies. Because
quickly, I was gonna say, quickly check out the Allies' artillery again. Are they still online or?
yeah, they're fine with 2 guys. But looks like they have 2 guys defending them now.
Okay, fair enough.
The XSRT is getting hit by an engineer. Is he looking to satchel it? They have so much in terms of barbed wire. They barbed wire the whole fucking thing.
Jesus Christ.
And we do have one satchel blowing. That's unfortunate. He blows up like one piece of wire. Meanwhile, there's a wire in the set of nodes right there missing.
That could be a whole set of nodes.
Yeah.
Ah,
But
damn.
I do appreciate the fact that they've been keeping up the effort of just rebuilding, like building more and more barbed wire. So it's like they can't get in.
I do like that. Yeah.
It's very good.
Yeah. Hats off to them for that.
And I also like that both teams are making good use of their free tanks. Like, you don't see that from a lot of teams, like, that they make use of those free tanks just to put like a 2-man crew or something like that, just drive around with them. Like, you can see this 3-man's Sherman over there, 2-man's do it. Because 2 people or 3 people in a medium or light tank are like, in 90% of the time, they're gonna be more effective than 2 or 3 infantry players. Put so much more in terms of pressure on the enemy team. But yeah, this Sherman is a bit on his own, unfortunately. I would like to just see him park. Like
Is that
like
arty smoke?
no, that's arty smoke.
Yeah.
But I would like to see him just be in front of the 76 and just support the 76. Because right now the 76 is right here, and he's getting completely surrounded.
This goes back to your point again, though, that if they lose this here, that garrison, that lack of garrison, is really going to ruin it for them.
It is satchel.
They
get so easily pushed off because they can't reinforce quick enough.
Yeah, because they've only got the 1 OP up.
Yeah. Meanwhile, they need this garrison because then they can reinforce with multiple guys coming in.
What's that? I mean, that's what, 4 76s in the space of 15 minutes?
Something like
they've
that.
lost? Yeah, it's just really game changing.
Lack of communication, bombing goes down to the satchel.
Damn.
But right now, they have a clear line of approach for the next point, and there's no...
I do think that this is the only time, when they're in this position, this is the only time, you know, when they're flanking is going to really help them sort of halt HTD.
But their flank isn't that effective at the moment. Like,
it depends, they're this way too deep, isn't it?
Yeah, but they have to go deep because this looks being a pain in the ass. Rock though has done a good job flanking it. I don't know if it's... Oh, it's a 3-man looks actually. He might have been spotted.
He's been spotted. Surely he's been spotted.
Oh no, he's looked the wrong way. He looked the wrong way. No. You have to look. You have to predict where it's gonna be. So when you put it down, it's in position.
Was he on AT as allies with a satchel?
No, he was assault.
I thought it was a bit blurry. I couldn't see it properly.
Grease gun.
Grease gun.
Yeah, but you can see this complete
Oh.
front there. If they get Panther, where did Panther go? We were looking at it a minute ago. There it is. If they get, there are 2 Panthers here. If they put 2 Panthers on this hill, they can take the point.
Yeah, this is. I mean, HTD have a really good chance here, and
they must know we're capping with only 2 people. Like, You can see this. If they just push those two Panthers up on the hill.
It's all to play for in this game still, and I know, like you said, I think the biggest difference has been that garrison placement. It's really done them dirty.
Yep. Because HTD have had way more aggressive, risky garrisons, like that one over there, and now they have one over here as well. But the reason, like, that's also why though they've been able to retake the hill over and over again, because the rate at which they can reinforce the area is just way quicker than the Finns, and I think that's just been such a big
I think that
difference.
is also the benefit of sometimes maybe being the team that's behind, is that, you know, you can maybe afford to make those risks a bit more.
Well, yeah, they're not as spread, but the reason...
The garrison's red?
Yeah, there would have been no problem having its garrison there and a garret there if they
Goes
then didn't
down.
have 3 garrisons on the flank, because then they... Because right now they have 3 flanking garrisons. 2 are like almost 4 if you call this like 3.5 flanking garrisons. 2 of
They
them
only
are
have...
overrun. This garrison's
Yeah, they
gone
only
down.
have 2 garrisons
These
now
2 are
with...
going down.
Yeah. I think that eastern garrison on Pierre's will stay up, but it's I don't see how the eastern garrison on Pierre's helps them at all. What's that pushing in? Is that a...
It's a regular Stuart.
Just do it, okay.
I mean, luckily they did have this garrison over this side, which has helped them a bit.
Yeah, that's definitely helped them.
I mean, I'll be honest, it's sticking out a bit, so they got a bit fortunate that they didn't get spotted, but yeah.
Yeah.
Having the garrison there is the wheat field was a good move, because it would have gone down the wheat field, then they would have been in real trouble.
What's the 76 situation?
It's one
Just
here
one?
and then one back there.
Okay, so they have managed to get 2 up again. Okay.
Yeah. I think they didn't have one up for a while, or for an extra bit
Yeah.
there, because they kept using the free tanks.
Yeah.
And
I think that actually does benefit them now, though, because obviously they're in a...
oh, he
although...
gets shots in the side because it hits the...
Oh, yeah.
He's in trouble now. Both of them are in
Because you can destroy a Lux, can't you, if you hit it in the gun?
I think
there's a spot.
I think they can both kill each other in the side.
Oh, did this Stewie go down? No, Lux goes down.
Yeah, John and Oiski Poiski, I'm assuming that's the rest of the name. Both hit a nice rocket, taking the Lux down.
Did HTD haven't taken down that eastern garrison, have they?
Nope, it's not even flagged, surprisingly.
Yeah, that is very surprising, actually.
I mean, it's in a decent spot, because it's not the easiest to get to. It's kind of weird.
Definitely should be checking this field, though. They hated should be checking this.
Yep. Maybe they expect the garrison to be back there. I don't know. Either way.
I think that either way they should be pushing that area.
Yeah, because you don't want to push in here and then get outflanked on the side, which is what's looking to be what's going to happen in a minute or two.
You only need 1 or 2 people to do it as well. Just go around, because it can really benefit you whilst you can catch them off guard.
Right now, though, it looks like they have stabilized.
Yeah, I think that...
And sadly, they did lose the garrison. It went back in the same spot.
It's the same one again.
Every time this happens, and they lose the garrison that I don't like, I always hope that they build differently. But sadly, they put the same one. Shorter getting one shot on the rock with a rocket in the ass, or did he get was that the second one? That might have been the second rocket.
From the way the game is at the moment, I see it ending this score 3-2.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's taking out the engine. Because we don't hear it. He's got 2 shots in the ass of it, and it's...
I think if I was him, I would be screaming to my squad leader, get an OP down, and I'm going to redeploy.
Or airstrike.
Yeah, airstrike, yeah.
That's one option. Unfortunately, he put a smokes on it, which, if anything, would encourage them to get on repair. Okay, they bombed this side. Interesting. I mean, they did get the garrison, but I think they could have done that anyway. But yeah, like now they're getting out flanked. I guess these guys just ran across. Where's the OP though? Is it on this side? I don't know where it is.
I can't see it.
Oh, they have a Gary here. So that's currently overrun. they can clean this up and get some spawns in it, that'd be good, but realistically all that's gonna accomplish is one of the tanks rolling over and dealing with them. Even if they achieve that. But yeah, nice attempt, but I don't think it's gonna manifest in them taking the point. Still, like, it's so flank focused.
I mean, we might have missed it, but I'm very surprised that we haven't seen airheads yet.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't think we've seen one yet, have we?
nope, that Panther does go down, but
I wonder what it went down to. It must have been
76 takes this Panther down.
Oh wow! And so there's just the one Panther left. Oh, okay.
Yep. So that's a good job by the defense taking that down.
Essentially, it could be 4-1 now. Maybe I had to eat my words. We'll see.
I mean,
just don't know, because I just don't know if either team's really like executing their flanks efficiently.
I mean, the one thing that defense flanking on Hamlet has accomplished is these Panthers being in these like kind of closed in,
100%
flank areas, just being stuck here forever, because they've now lost 4 Panthers like on screen now. Like 4 Panthers have died within this freeze frame.
This area, yeah, because they're constantly
5,
here.
maybe even.
Maybe.
But
I think the problem is, like you're saying, is that the Panthers are not only, because they're focusing on infantry, I think they're just going to get caught sleeping by the 76ers, because they might make a dodgy maneuver or something.
yeah, the issue is if they would have just sat in an open field somewhere, they would have sat on this hill with like someone walking behind them, that would have been fine. But when you're in this, like you have like 20 different angles where they can peek you from. You get shot by one rocket from there, then one rocket there, and then your engine's out, and then you're in trouble. So, I mean, I don't think they've died a lot to infantry, but it is definitely a risk you run when you play like this.
100%.
They just don't have like a proper perimeter set up to hold off the Finnish flanking. And I mean, even though their garrisons keep getting overrun, they keep getting cleared as well, because they don't get noticed. And yeah, I mean, this push is still happening. I don't know if this garrison is still up. No, garrison's gone down. Yeah, we do have some infantry, and even now a Greyhound here helping as well. So I don't think much is gonna come with this, but yeah, here comes the second 76 on the hill. Hopefully they do have enough support now from their team, but I am worried that all that's going to happen is the same thing that's happened the last 2 times the 76 went into this weak field. It just gets closed up on too quickly. Greyhound goes down, 76 takes a hit by that Panther that's over there. There. Yeah, he's running away. Yeah, I feel like the problem with the Finns' strategy is that it doesn't really lend itself to a 4-1 victory.
No.
That, like, it can if you get lucky, or you make, like, one squad makes a really good play, but it's very hard to take the point like this. And even if you get, like, progress on it, it's very hard to, like, follow through with something. That's the problem. But on the other hand, it draws so much attention that Pierre's farm has been practically uncontested for the whole game. So there's that, really. We have a Panzer forward here getting shot at. Looks like they might take down this garrison. But yeah, it's gonna be tough though, because it's a 1-minute dismantle.
I mean, they're getting cap pressure, but where was the Panther again? Has it moved?
Right here.
Yeah. Okay.
But wow, it's not putting pressure. Where's their garrison though?
Might have gone down
he
again.
missed all of his shots. Oh, he gets killed trying to take down the supply box.
Oh, you hate
Masterful
to see
bait.
it.
Masterful
You
bait.
hate to see it.
Oh, we do see this 80 guy crawling in the wheat. He wants to get the 76.
That's dedication.
Oh, wait, he's mining. I like it. But now he has the Panther 76s behind him. Both of them. Scarce is going down by the looks of it. Necro takes down his opponent, but you can see, like, it's all just chaotic.
It's so chaotic. I can't keep up with it. Like, my eyes are struggling.
Yeah, it's all over the place. Just individual squad leads. Left side, right side, up and down. Tanks are pushing up. Now this guy's going up alone again.
Yeah, it just... None of it feels very coordinated.
Gets one shot on the back of him, but they don't get the
and did they lose the tank commander as well?
Yeah, the tank commander's dead. One rocket in the back. They didn't get a satchel though. But they don't know that. He goes out to check for the satchel, but he didn't get it down.
What? Oh.
Oh, he almost loses. Necro almost dies. He wants to get this satchel on. Oh, he does get it on the tracks. Boba goes down. Yeah, that's the 76 gone.
I think there's one thing that both teams need to take away, probably more Finns than HTD, is that they need to look after their tanks more.
Yeah.
They really need to, like, just these tanks just don't feel like they've been very, like, useful in terms of actual cap pressure.
It feels a bit to me that the tanks are getting baited by the flanking infantry because they keep getting in on the point, and they're probably screaming, "We need tank support! Come to the point. We can take the point. Can we get some help? You know, blah blah blah." And then the tanks have to push through the enemy front line because they're desperately trying to help their teammates who are on the point. And what happens is they keep getting...
Did you see that arty?
Yeah, they keep
that
getting
arty round just took out a whole squad. Jesus.
Keep getting surrounded because the people that ought to be the ones defending them are the ones on the front, like on the flank, asking for help. And I think, like, I don't necessarily think it's the fault of the 76s, even though they ideally should realize this is not a good move. But I think it's probably because they're desperate trying to help their flanking guys.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's by any means the fault of the 76ers. I think obviously part of it will be their fault, but it just seems as if the 76ers don't really have the cohesion with the infantry. Although the infantry, like, fair play to them, they're capping the point.
Yep.
I just think they could have done it a lot earlier if they had, you know, been more cohesive with their tankers.
Spawn. Oh. Oh, it hit the track? I think you might have hit the track.
Okay, I think fair play. I think they're gonna cap the point here. So
to be fair, with all the 76s pushing through enemy lines, is the one time they did get through, they get the point.
Yeah.
Fifth time's the
I mean,
charm.
look, the one time this is what I mean. This is obviously, you know, we are more fanatics of the meat grind than the flanking technique. But I mean, I just think that if you move up more as a unit, you can just use your tanks way more usefully.
And one of the risks they run now is getting surrounded because they never had a proper, like, control zone. And getting surrounded, taking out in their OPs.
Look how close their closest garrison is as well.
Yeah, they have to run 400 meters to get to the point. And, I mean, they're already getting surrounded because they had to push through the front line, but they never actually removed the front line. So now the enemy the HTD guys who were on the front now just have to turn around and run back. Like, potentially. When it looks like that might be happening, 76 goes down because... Like, once again, like, he had to move. If he stays, he gets flanked. You know what I mean?
It's the same thing we've been saying all game. I mean, I think that.
John is on the back. All right.
It's the same thing we've been saying in terms of What, did they lose a tank?
Yeah, John with the rocket at the back.
Oh.
Or the Panther.
Panzer?
Yeah.
Was it Panther or Panzer?
Panther.
Panther.
Panzer 4 is somewhere else. Or dead. No, it's over there.
I think HTD should recap this.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if his didn't have the control, like, if you take the point just by a gamble...
I mean, it could actually backfire on them even more, because if they lose this, they lose all their flanking garrisons now as well.
Or that's good for them.
No, I mean, or maybe it'll force them to actually use the front line.
Move. I like this. This Puma is fast as fuck.
Oh.
He's done a complete, like, driving around this point. This is masterful driving.
Come on, this is entertaining.
So well done by this Puma. And he's not dying, there are no AT guys. 4 shots in the back and he's dead.
That's a great play.
I mean, what you really need if you want this to succeed doing this flank stuff is you need instant pressure on the next point. Because you need to draw the enemy away. If the enemy can just fully focus on retaking their own point, then I don't think it's gonna work.
They do have the Stuart in play though. I see. I mean, look, it flips.
Yeah, but it's even this is gonna slip, but that's not gonna matter.
No, that's not. I don't know whether. I mean, that should be GG finishing at 3-2, but still.
Yeah, because they lost the Panther. If they didn't lose the Panther, if John didn't get behind them, that's good. Then
they could. Yeah, they could have done a bit more damage.
Then they could just run across, I think. But
yeah.
Funny enough, this Puma is still just rolling. It's not turned around to kill the Stuart though.
I wonder if the Puma can find the garrison, maybe.
Is he gonna run into 76? See all of this infantry.
Wow, that's how far back they are. Yeah, because damn. I'm just very surprised that, you know, we still haven't seen a good airhead yet.
This Puma is just shredding. He kills the Puka as well. He's just not stopping for anything.
This is a really effective use of a Puma.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be honest, he shouldn't have survived. Like, if you play against the Allies, they should have rocket guys around every corner.
Puma shouldn't be a thing versus Allies.
No.
In comp, at least, like, you should always have someone running AT.
Yeah, against the old Soviets, sure, but not the Americans. But yeah, like, short actually goes down, that's bad timing. Because now there's a Puma might go for their outpost. Never mind, it turns. Oh well. I've been following that long enough.
Yeah.
But yeah,
now just back to sporadicness, I guess.
Back to where we were a few minutes ago.
Yeah, back to where the rest of the game has been, just a bit of everything everywhere.
Panzer 4 on the point. Panther sitting back. I don't understand this. The Panther need to be aggressive as fuck. Like, he just needs to rush through, just try and kill everything on his own. Getting his infantry. Because if he stays back here, there's no point. Like, he has to take a big risk and then hope it pays off. I just rush across.
Oh, they just lost to 76.
Actually got that angle.
Yeah.
Impressive. Or he got rocketed in the back, I don't know. Or maybe he got
could have done.
Yeah, it seems more likely, I guess, than... Yeah, it's not a...
That's definitely, yeah. That's infantry.
Yeah. That's infantry doing a good job. Here comes a rocket as well, but on the point.
Feels like a stray. Unless they... What? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm curious if there was a Gera there, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm curious now as well. Maybe they know something we didn't.
I don't think there was, but that would have been amazing. But yeah, this Panther, like, they kill the 76, just rush.
Yeah, like, this is where they need to be communicating.
Drop an airhead. Like,
they've got a great opportunity here. They've got not much time, like...
Yeah.
See, this is where they would benefit from having that bloody half track.
Yeah. This is where you need to make one of those 5% chance of working plays, because it's better than the 0% chance you have playing normally.
Yeah, you just... this Puma's still going! he's not going to get the satchel down either.
Oh no, Boba gets to spawn in. Oh, it turns the corner.
Oh, this is like... This is top tier. Okay, should go down here. Yeah, there we
Damn,
go.
that bug though. He
GG's. Yeah.
He takes the OP and they still get spawned in.
Yeah, I.
Thanks, devs.
Devs, please remove this.
Oh, that's a nice team kill. Boba team kills his friend. Not okay. Gotta learn those ranges. But yeah, we do have this Panther, like he just needs... Now he's gonna rush up. It's gonna take him like at least 2 minutes to get up here. It's... yeah, it's rough. And Finland is dropping a supply drop there. I don't have any clue what the point of that is. They should drop it there, get a gear backup carrier. Or...
In it.
because... yeah, like that's not gonna play into the game at all. Very confusing. We actually have a vehicle here of some sort. Panzer IV rolling around still. But yeah, like... it's taken them a while and they finally have tank superiority, but it's too late. They're not... they're not being aggressive with them enough. Now comes the Panther, yeah, he needs to do this 2 minutes ago.
Yeah, like just send the Panther up.
I don't think this is gonna work at all. I mean, I didn't think it was gonna work anyway, but now it's even less likely because you don't have time.
We got eyes on any 76s or?
Well, it's up here on the road. It's actually turning off the road. I'm surprised. You only have 2.5 minutes to defend. Might as well just hit straight for the strong point.
I'm very surprised that. I mean, unless we've missed the airhead, I'm just very surprised that they haven't tried it at all.
Yeah, unless they're out of manpower.
Why do they have 3 people spawning all the way back there?
Yeah, I mean now they're listening to the point, but that's because they just don't have enough people in the soft
They
cap.
don't.
But yeah, now the risk is they panic. Oh, it's actually because this garrison's getting camped to hell by artillery. But yeah, now this tank is turning around because this front line is getting shredded. So yeah, needed the airhead, needed a suicide push with the Panther and the 76. Here comes a recon plane. Or the Panther and the Panzer IV, sorry. But yeah, looks like that will be the end of it. I don't see like this Panzer IV holding the front line. Not. I guess they're hoping, just aiming at the 2-3, keeping the you know, because I think the points matter in the ECL. Unlike
Yeah, they
the
do.
seasonal.
They do.
So
The ACL, they do.
that might be the reason they want to just hold the 2-3 instead of pushing it. What,
Which do we know? Do you know which division of the ECL this is?
Division 2.
Division 2. Okay.
And I do think the Finns are probably the strongest team in the Division 2.
Are they at the top?
I would be surprised if they're not on the top, I'll be honest.
Yeah. I think the Finns have potential to, you know, they haven't really had any pressure on their cap since they capped it.
No.
But I think the Finns definitely have potential to have won this game 4-1, maybe even 5-0.
Yep.
But they just made way too many mistakes.
I don't even think there was many. It was like one or there was like 2 mistakes that just were persistent.
It kept happening.
Yeah, there was
that's what I meant. Sorry, they just made the same mistake over and over again.
I think if they fixed like that, stop the like too much focus on the flank. Make sure you get this garrison like where you can actually support a push and you can support your front line. And I think that's it. And then win the game 5-0.
Yeah, I think another one was just lack of infantry support on tanks as well.
Yeah, but that's due to the flank though.
Yeah, that's due to the flanking. Yeah.
So I think if you fix those 2 things, that's really the only thing I can comment on.
Yeah, no, same here. I'd say it's been a decent. Aside from that, it's been a decent performance from the Finns.
Yep.
I just think they definitely could have won this by more.
Yep. Now this Panther's lost his engine. But yeah, he goes for this push, which he should have done. A bit too late. No infantry support, sadly. No airhead with it. But, you know, it is what it is. It's well played.
Yeah.
It's going to be a 2-3.
It's GG, but yeah,
3-2 win
it's
for the Finns.
yeah, just
Overall, it's been actually a decent game.
It's been an entertaining game, yeah. I think that, you know, both teams definitely need to go back and think how they can be more useful with their tanks. But yeah, it's been entertaining.
Yep. Oh. Oh, okay. No, I was wondering why before there was like a steward over here, but it must have been the artist sniper. Keep sending these rockets flying just randomly.
Yeah, I can't tell whether it's just someone horrendously missing.
I think there's someone just shooting random rockets, especially now with like 30 seconds to go.
That time of the game where they're like, ah,
Let's just
should
hope
we
for an
start having
extra
a look
kill.
at some of the scores?
Yeah. Can. I mean, if we look at the tanks, for instance. Sadly, we can't look at the Axis tanks.
Yeah, we can afterwards when it ends. But
yeah, we can actually. But yeah, it's
so.
I don't think they. I think the reason though is they didn't kill that many tanks.
No.
It was infantry. I think got a few rockets in. It wasn't really a lot of satchels. Maybe.
Well, they got that 76 early on, didn't they, from Pierre's? They got that one which is in a really bad position. No, sorry, Panther. They got that Panther at the beginning.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I was gonna say, I feel like maybe the HTD tankers did slightly better. I don't know.
It's hard
I
to
feel
judge
like
because it's both of the
they just sat on the
tanks-
point the whole time.
Yeah, but both the team's tankers, like the crews, were all like they were put in such a rough position, like because of how their team was playing. That I think it's hard to say like what they did wrong. Because like you saw, like the Finns couldn't push the front line because they had no front line. So what they did was they flanked wide, and then they were in like so they did try, like they realized what they were doing wasn't working, but then the stuff they tried also like didn't quite work because all they can really do in that situation is just sit back, but then they don't have any impact, so they kind of take the risk. Hopefully it works because they had so much fuel anyway. I would guess that's the reasoning. But yeah,
I did notice that a lot from the Finns' perspective, is that they did seem to be making a lot of reckless moves because they had the fuel to fall back on.
Yeah, and also if they didn't make those plays, then nothing would have happened in the game.
Yeah, nothing would have happened. Just would have died to a satchel.
Yeah, but that's GG. Finns.
Yep, GG's.
3-2 in the Division 2 in the ECL this fine Sunday. Hopefully everyone enjoyed the game. I enjoyed it. Did you enjoy it?
I enjoyed it a lot.
Very cool. And this time you were actually invited to the stream.
Yeah.
Instead of last time. Sounds good.
This time I wasn't in bed.
Yeah, exactly. Alright.
Rope.
We'll end it there. Ciao, ciao.